I'm officially lost and I don't know what to do. Hello guys, how are you? Today I'm traveling to a beautiful place actually, somewhere in the countryside in central Italy. This is the story. Alessandro and I are longtime friends. He has a fascinating background, but I'll tell you that story another time. We're here because of a project he started, Casa Galeone is at risk. Casa Galeone, literally Galleon Home, is a libertarian project situated in central Italy, the Marche region, in the beautiful countryside among Potenza Picena and Montelupone. Their manifesto says, Casa Galeone is a container where Antifa, contempt for domination, and the fight against psychiatric stigma merge with social and sustainable agriculture and beekeeping. The project aims not to create a referential community, but to contribute to the social change that's already underway. I'm sorry for the wordy explanation, but I wanted to stay loyal to their manifesto. If I had to tell you what these people do, I would say that they cultivate delicious fruits and vegetables, as well as producing honey without using any form of pesticides or chemicals. They organize events where they sell their products and educate buyers and other producers about their sustainable processes. Also, they host animal in need and take great care of them. Their farm animals are neither killed nor exploited. They receive love and care to live their lives in freedom, dignity and happiness. So why is Casa Galeone at risk? Shortly, they are renting this place, and the landlord has decided to sell at an unreasonable price that they cannot afford to pay. That is why they gather friends, including me, to this meeting, where we discussed solutions, ideas, strategies to keep Casa Galeone alive so that more people will be able to enjoy its magical atmosphere while supporting their noble cause. By the way, you too can visit Casa Galeone. I leave their Facebook page in the description so you can get in touch directly with them.
Abbiamo chiamato un'assemblea oggi, 15 maggio, perché abbiamo ricevuto la notizia che Casa Galeone è stata messa in vendita dalla proprietà, ovvero l'intenzione è quella di non rinnovarci come da promessa l'affitto che è in scadenza a giugno 2023. Per cui ci siamo trovati dall'oggi al domani con questa scadenza che ci sulle nostre teste. Abbiamo pensato appunto di condividere con le persone che sono passate da casa o che sono affezionate al progetto, che hanno partecipato a vario titolo alla costruzione di questo luogo, di condividere eventuali prassi, eventuali strategie per il futuro. E oggi è un passaggio fondamentale per riuscire a capire cosa fare. Speriamo venga tanta gente. The meeting lasted almost all day. It was nice to see how people participated passionately and offered to help out. Do you know the saying, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much? It is actually true. I will come back to Casa Galeone and I will keep you updated on the latest news. The next day, I wanted to visit the Sibillini Monastery, but it was so cloudy and windy that I decided to go for a run and take a few shots with my drone. I love my drone, both as a camera and for the fun of flying. Sometimes I use it to get the specific picture of something from up high. Other times I pilot it for the sake of flying, which I find so relaxing. That day Alessandro let us take a few shots with his crossbow. It took 4 of us to understand how to use it and several arms to pull back the string. Later, I and a few others that stayed for the night went to have lunch by the sea. I stopped counting after 6 bottles of wine, and at this point, this is what happened.
Adesso che voglio piccolare,
Thankfully, the weather was excellent the next day, and I drove my way to the Sibillini Mountains. I wanted to reach a place called the Fagnos Refuge that I visited a couple of years ago. But this time I was better equipped. I brought my drone and my best camera due to the stunning beauty of the place. I wanted to bring home some cool footage to upload to this channel. After about a 2-hour drive, I stopped for lunch. Yes, they are letting me eat, and I'm so glad I stopped. I'm so happy. The food was excellent, but the locals gave me some terrible news. The Fagnos Refuge was closed, and the road to access it was blocked. A quick update. I had to change my plans a little bit. It's going to take me 3.5 hours to get there, which I'm not really prepared to climb for that long. So apparently halfway there's this church. It's supposed to be 1600 meters high, and I think it's good enough for me. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I didn't have a map of the place. I was following by heart the directions given to me by the locals. I've been hiking about 10 minutes now, and it's not too bad really. I thought it was kind of harder, but as you can see, what is really giving me a hard time, it's the amount of oxygen you get up here. Not used to that, especially from where I live. Oxygen is kind of limited, and here's too much really. I feel it in my lungs, in my head. It is really too much, but it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. Alright, enough talking guys, I need all my oxygen. I'll catch up with you later. It is ice cold, damn it. Here's where I started to get lost. I knew I had to cross these mountains to get to the church that I was looking for. So I made one of the worst decisions of my life. I took a shortcut and abandoned my path, cut through the bushes. It didn't seem to be much of a problem from a distance, but the higher I went, the stronger the wind got, and the mountain was a lot steeper than it looked. I did slip a couple of times, and the wind started to be a real threat. Okay, little update. There's where I come from. And from this point onwards, this is all that my microphone could pick up. I was terrified. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't go back due to the wind and the slippery terrain. Going up was the safest choice, mainly because I could hang on to the trees and the plants. I'm not too sure though. Everything is very slippery, and I'm really scared. Okay guys, quick update. I'm officially lost and I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do, so I'm been climbing for about an hour now. Actually, it's 56 minutes. I lost my route. I don't have a map for this area. It's time I move because I'm really scared that I'm gonna have to spend the night here and I don't really want to. Alright, see you later. I sent my location to a friend. I was shooting all this footage with my iPhone. Honestly, I was so scared I would fall and break my legs, if not worse. Digging up my camera and setting it up for the sake of making this video seemed to be an even worse decision than taking this shortcut. After almost 2 hours, I rejoined with my path. Look where I am. Okay, that's breathtaking. That is breathtaking. And look what I found! My path! I don't know where this brings me, but definitely it's gonna be getting somewhere. It felt so good to be back on track. I was excited and grateful for being safe and sound. The lessons I learned from this adventure should be obvious, but I'm going to share them anyway, so that I'll remember them every time I watch this video. I'll never take a shortcut again, unless I'll be 100% sure of what lies ahead. The next time I decide to challenge a mountain, I will prepare first. Bring some flares, or better yet, bring someone who actually knows what they're doing. As soon as I found my car, I went straight home and went like this. Jesus, gasoline, strike up the drum machine. History, the early with the mystery, it all started with a big bang bang. So I know there is no tomorrow. That is it, that's go, go, go. I got a man with tip, yeah, feet. I'm right over here, watching you see me. Oh. And I'm living in my home. I'm not the guy you're taking home. Ooh, I keep dancing on my